Musa Mariam, how are you doing? Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Baby last. The last baby. How you doing? Queen Fumi Fon Me. How you doing? Dima, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Dima, where are you streaming from? Technician, you're welcome. Oh, how you doing? Where are you streaming from? Um, Nana, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Ruth, what's up? Limosette. Benne. Limosette. Benne. Madam Charlotte, welcome back. Branford, you're welcome. Miss Connie, you're welcome. Thank you. Didi, you're welcome. Boss lady, how you doing? Ronito, you're welcome. Zia, you're welcome. I'm okay. Mercy, you're welcome. Madam Gang, thank you for likes. But you need to go to an African restaurant so that you eat good food. Annette, you're welcome. Bile, Annette. Every person go to an African restaurant, you eat good quality food. Sinatra, you're welcome. Wow. You've Person, I don't think you've ever tested Eru. E-R-U. Eru. Rainato, you're welcome. Good morning. Eru. It's a vegetable from the forest. Very delicious. Very common in Cameroon. I don't know other African countries don't have. Yes. E-R-U. E as in Egypt. No. E as in Egypt. R as in Russia. U as in Uganda. Eru. Eru. What did you see? African dish. As purely African. Yeah, that's it. Then try. I think that should be Gary or Fufu. Let me see. Let me see the picture. Let me see the picture you have. Let me bring it to your screen. Yeah, yeah. Cow, cow skin. So delicious, extremely delicious. Bill Kissy, welcome. You stop eating all the British dish after eating this one. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for joining. Aji, you're welcome. Yeah, good morning. Where is she coming from? You're streaming from Abuja, Nigeria. Go ahead. What's the worry? What's the question? Okay. First of, you still see another blood? Okay. So on the first, you mentioned it on the first, second, and third. Is that what you're saying? Okay, you bled on the first, second, and third. So you bled first, second, and third. All right. You did a pregnancy test on the 16th. All right. And this morning you're seeing blood as well. How is the bleeding? Is the bleeding the same type of bleeding you saw it on that 16, on that first, second, and third? Is it the same type of bleeding? The bleeding is it the same type of bleeding that you saw on the first, second, and third? The bleeding you're seeing right now, is it the same type of bleeding you saw on the first, second, and third? That's the question. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for joining. If it's your first time here, consider giving us a follow. So go and go and consult. If you bled on the first, second, and third, then you did a pregnancy test on the 16th, it shows positive, please. And you see that by the end of the month, you still have a positive pregnancy test, but then there is bleeding, please go and consult. Okay? Go and consult. Are we together? Are we together? Okay, wish you the very best. And the good Lord make it much more easier for you. User 5311, you're welcome. User 5311, you're welcome. Is that 5311? You're welcome. Use that, please. Can you unmute? I was on error. Madam Yvette and Team 4, Asaloto. Good morning. How are you? How you doing? If you're just joining us, thank you so much for joining. If it's your first time here, consider giving us a follow. Patience, you're welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Bujang, you're welcome. So, assuming that, because based on our sister's question, I know there's a lot of assumption. She was assuming that she's pregnant, which is not bad for her to assume, based on the fact that she did a pregnancy test, it shows positive. She has saw 2 lines. But then you don't conclude at home. I've always said, if you're on a pregnancy test, you have a positive test, please go to the hospital. Go to any nearby place. Make sure you confirm there. Nelly, you're welcome. But you know, many things are changing with this TikTok. If you're not here every day, you forget stuff. Nats, baby, you're welcome. So if you do a pregnancy test on the 16th, you have a positive test. Then by the end of the month, you still have a positive test and you're bleeding, you should consult immediately. Run a see a doctor, consult. Ken Farah, you're welcome. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for joining. If this is your first time here, consider giving us a follow. Majora, you're welcome. Oname, you're welcome. I did a pregnancy test and 1 dark line, 1 faint line. What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know. Hey, my sister. I don't know. Hmm? You should go and confirm it in the hospital. All right. When is the best time to meet him? Which one is it? Let me see. It's your best time. Madam Blessing. Madam Blessing. Madam Blessing. We just wish you congratulations in advance. May the good Lord make it much more easier. But go and see a doctor. You confirm that test in the hospital. Okay? Please. We wish you the very best. Hopefully it could be good news. Hey, Madam Blessing. Hopefully it could be good news. We wish you the very best. Go on. Please, if you have a question, put in the comment section. If you have a question, please put in the comment section. Josephine, you're welcome. How you doing? Thank you. Pata, you're welcome. Pataku, how are you doing? Welcome. Please, if this is your first time coming across the channel, don't forget to follow. Don't forget to share. If you have a question, please just put in the comment section. Sister, can you send me a request and come up? Let me see. Let me see if I can respond. Okay. She said her menses. I saw my period on November the 2nd. Then I mentioned again on the 26th. This is a 24-day cycle. If we base on this cycle alone, then ovulation is the 10th day of your cycle. Basing on this cycle alone, then ovulation is the 10th day of your cycle, which therefore means you start counting from the 26th as day number 1. So 26 will be day 1. You count 10 days time. But we are asking when you should actually meet, because I don't encourage ladies to say, oh, you're waiting for that day, which we are assuming that is the ovulation day, which we think is the ovulation day. I don't usually encourage ladies to wait for that day. So you were supposed to start meeting with your partner right after menses. 26, 27, 28, 29. I don't know how many days you menstruated. So immediately after menses, you're supposed to start meeting. Immediately after menses, you're supposed to start meeting. Yeah. 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 Immediately after your menses, start meeting with your partner. Immediately. Okay? Especially for the fact that this cycle is 24. 24-day cycle is among the shorter cycle because we have 28, 29, 30. These are average cycles. Then above 30 could be longer cycles. Below 20, 28 could be shorter cycle. Even 27 could fall under average cycle. But 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, these are all shorter cycles. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for joining. Please, if you have a question. Mama Noela, are you here? Basino, that my sister saying, I just went live on TikTok, on YouTube as well. Please, not me, my friend. If one sees her period. No, I usually don't respond to questions on behalf of someone else who need her around. That's why. So, Cheesy, you're welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Jill, baby, you're welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Selena, you're welcome. Thank you so much for joining. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for joining. Please, if you have a question, just put in the comment section or you come up. Nadine, I usually don't respond to people's questions on behalf of another. I don't respond to a question on behalf of another person. I usually don't do that. So I will prefer the person comes here and asks a question. If this is your first time here, please consider giving us a follow. Chef, how are you doing? Sylvia, welcome. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for joining. Please, if you have a question, please put in the comment section. Madam Sylvia, how are you doing? Thank you for joining. So I have a question on the other side. What is ovulation? Um, the question about ovulation, I used to say, is some sort of, you know, it's a simple question, but then maybe they hear every day about ovulation, they don't know what it is, and so on. For a woman to get pregnant, for you to conceive as a lady, your egg needs to be released, and the sperm needs to fertilize that egg. So when your egg is released, for a sperm to fertilize it, that's what we call ovulation. So ovulation is release of your egg from the most mature follicle. Without ovulation, natural pregnancy is not possible. So if you don't ovulate, forget about natural pregnancy. You can get pregnant through the means assisted reproductive techniques like IVF, but it will not be possible for you to conceive naturally. But it's worth noting that ovulation is not a conclusion that you will be able to conceive immediately. Once you ovulate, conception is now like guaranteed. Ovulation does not guarantee conception. Ovulation does not guarantee conception. That's something we need to put at the back of our mind. That ovulation does not guarantee conception. Yes. Ovulation does not guarantee conception. ovulation facilitate conception, because once you ovulate, it means there is a good chance for you to conceive, because we are now sure that you release the egg. If you ovulate, we are sure that you release the egg. Releasing the egg, it gives us a better argument that, oh, you can conceive because the egg has been released. But it is not a done deal. It's not a guarantee. It's not like you now say, oh, come on, I must get pregnant because I actually released the egg. No. The reason is because we have ovulation. If the egg has been released, but then the quality of the egg is not the best, then the chance of you getting pregnant drops. So the quality of the egg is not the best, then getting pregnant is difficult, even though the egg has been released. So you can see somebody, you can see a lady ovulating but then face difficulties getting pregnant. Another is you can ovulate, you release the egg, but then the fallopian tube has a problem. So you can see a lady ovulating, but the fallopian tube has a problem, so it will be difficult for her to get pregnant. I know you'll be like, the fallopian tube has a problem. How then do you release the egg? It is still possible. If the egg is, if the fallopian tube is blocked, maybe from the proximal, that's closer to the uterus, it is possible that you release the egg and the egg will not go down completely. And unfortunately, at times, if you have an issue with your fallopian tube and the egg is released, it could lead to something else. Okay, it could lead to ectopic pregnancy. It could lead to ectopic pregnancy. If this is your first time here, please make sure you're following us. Share this to somebody. Okay, if you have not shared, please can you please share? If you are not following, can you just please follow us right now? If you have a question, put in the comment section. We're responding to Blueberry. You're welcome. Can someone that has seen her period for 2 days get pregnant? I think the problem is with the way you put the grammar. I know that question is, can you get pregnant if you menstruate 2 days only? If your menses has always been 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, and you use at least 2 sanitary pads daily, then you can conceive normally. If your menses has been 2 days and you use at least 2 sanitary pads, yeah, we're talking to someone, please just give us a minute. We use at least 2 sanitary pads, then you get pregnant. You can get pregnant without any issue, because averagely the shortest period is 2 days, and the longest period is 7 days. So you can still measure 2 days, and it's considered okay. But take note of how it soaked your pad. If it does not soak your pad well, that's when there's a problem. If the pad is not well soaked, then it means that scanty menses, and scanty menses is associated with several different things. Scanty menstruation is associated with fibroid, ovarian cyst, endometriosis, hormonal imbalance is a major reason for scanty menstruation. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for joining. If this is your first time here, consider giving us a follow. Shada, how are you doing? Shada, I said I'm talking to somebody now. Shada, where are you coming from? Shada, are you following us? Are you following Women's Health Forum? Is this your first time here? Is this your first time here? If you're busy, you cannot be urban. If you're busy, if you're busy, you can't be urban. Talking somewhere, you cannot go. Fearless, you're welcome. Thank you. If you're busy, you have to finish what you're doing. Patience, you're welcome. Ndolo, you're welcome. If you're busy, you have to finish what you're doing. You're losing concentration. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead. Are you following Women's Health? Shada, are you there? Ndolo. Rose, you're welcome. I don't know, probably maybe her network is causing her wahala. Her network is probably putting. Lorna. Lona. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for joining. If this is your first time here, consider giving us a follow. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for joining. September 10. Your birthday has passed already. You're September 7. Is this Princess Pounds? Crypto trader. I cannot be Princess Pounds. Cannot be Princess Pounds. I'm not crypto trader. It's cold. He said it's cold outside. It's cold and rainy. So sorry. So sorry. So sorry. You say you're not fine. I'm sorry. Sorry that you're not fine. But I'm glad for the weather. Uh, please, if you have a question, put in the comment section. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for joining. If this is your first time here, consider giving us a follow. one of the most challenging. Someone is asking me a question on YouTube. Person, I'm live on YouTube. Women's Health Forum. See, Women's Health Forum. Women's Health Forum. Join so that you can join. Join so that you can send me some super chats. There, it's even better than here. When you send something, it's okay. Go ahead. Oh, you will. You will. Okay. God, make it easier. Ninity Black, how are you? You will. It's just for you to keep it up. You're done with the first stage, so we now pursue the second stage. Yeah, we now pursue the second stage. Monique, you're welcome. So I say, do you like Gobe honors from your country? I don't understand enough that question. That's on YouTube. I was just asking me some. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for joining. If this is your first time here, consider giving us a follow. Sila, you're welcome. Linuti, you're welcome.